Hello, my name is Skylanders Sebi, and as you may or may not know, E3 2021 and the Summer Game Fest 2021 are approaching us on June 1st and June 12th. So today, I'm joined by two of my friends to give our thoughts and discussions on E3 and the Summer Games Fest. So, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'll go first, I guess. So, hey everyone, I'm Skylanders and this is a video I've wanted to do for a while now, so glad to be here.
Welcome back to the KingdomWayFinder, except
my
you're not on the KingdomWayFinder and we're on Sebi's channel, so I guess not welcome back to the KingdomWayFinder, but you haven't heard from me in 2 months. We're talking about E3 and Summer Game Fest.
Alright, well, let's roll right into it then. The first game on this list that we're going to be talking about is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. I, for one, don't really care about this game.
Okay, so I care about it. I have it pre-ordered, I have the Joy-Cons pre-ordered, but I have to say, they've been making a lot of bad decisions. And the primary example here is the new amiibo, being the Zelda and Lockwing. That amiibo, for no good reason, is $25.
What, 25? Okay, I didn't hear about that.
And in addition, that is the only amiibo compatible with the game. Not even the Skyward Sword Link amiibo will work.
That's dumb.
Yeah, and one thing, I know I'm in Canada and everything, but so, like, you know, because for you guys, it's $20, right?
25.
$25, yeah. So in Canada, it's also 25. But if you're European and you live in Europe, it's actually $30.
Wow.
That's dumb. You know, I've heard that it actually just does, like, I've heard that it might be good for speedrun, because it gets you in and out of dungeons quicker. So if you want to speed this game, that's an extra $25 to pay.
Overall, as much as I'm excited for Skyward Sword HD because I've never played the original, I just wish that they were actually being logical about it rather than just greedy.
Right, I've never played the original, but at this point, it doesn't seem like I'm going to be playing it anytime soon. Which is quite funny because I actually have the official guidebook.
Really?
I have the official guidebook, but not the game. I don't know. Good question. I just own it. Alright. And that game comes out in June, I believe? Or no, July. June or July? July. Something in July. And going with the trend of games coming out soon, Mario Golf is coming soon.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, to be honest, I do not care for it. Mario Tennis was not fun, so I'm not even gonna give this game a chance.
It looks bad. I can say that much. It just looks bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
I'm not a big Mario sports guy, so...
Agreed. Like, I don't know. I expect maybe they're going to announce some sort of demo. They did that for Aces. They had a little demo going on, a tournament of sorts. So, I can see that for this. I just don't know if I'm even gonna try.
Right. I probably won't try it out. Matt, you gonna try it out?
No, I mean, I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm not really a Nintendo guy, and I'm not a sports guy, so I'm definitely gonna skip.
Yeah, it sounds about right, yeah. Can we all agree that they need to make a Mario Strikers 3 instead of this?
Dude, I know so many people that would be excited for that, so...
I'm one of them. One of the big things... Oh, go on.
Actually, now that I think about it. But anyways.
Fair enough. One of the other big things from E3, or from Nintendo's side of E3, usually, is Smash Brothers. So, do we think that they're going to be showing off a new character?
Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Is it so obvious, though? I mean, it's Nintendo at the end of the day, so...
It's Nintendo, but if they don't do it, that will be one of the stupidest decisions they've ever made. Like, they have 2 characters to release by the end of the year. We're already in May. And if they don't release any information, that's just so dumb.
I mean, I think that's a good chunk of time.
I don't know. I completely, fully expect something.
I know we're all hoping for Crash and Smash, so...
Yeah,
think
Crash, definitely my most wanted. I already got Steve, so I'm happy enough. But if we get Crash, I literally can't ask for anything else.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, like for me, like Crash is my most wanted, and I really, really hope we get him. So, and if there's gonna be a time where they're gonna reveal Crash, it's gotta be E3. Like, you have to do it.
I mean, to be fair, Nintendo's probably the same company that would give us, like, Grookey from Pokemon this E3.
Yeah, that's the scary.
Because you never know with Nintendo.
Sadly, you're right.
Yeah. I definitely... I've already got some of my dream characters. I got Steve. I got Pyro. So, if I get Spyro, or if I get Crash, I'm definitely 100% content.
Fair. Like, at this point, just... Crash and Smash is the closest I know I can get to, like, any of my childhood games, because my childhood was Pokemon, which obviously overrepresented already, Animal Crossing, which has more representation than it needs, so if we get anything even close to Skylanders, I will take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't throw it out of the area of possibility, Spyro, considering all the Spyro 4 rumors. But
I cannot see a world where we get Spyro before Crash.
I could. I think it's always possible. Thoughts on Master Chief? Because I know that...
Spyro, but I don't know.
See, Master Chief is someone I've always thought is a possibility at E3.
If anything, because my thing with Master Chief, though, the problem with Master Chief being at E3, it's pretty much you're kind of just setting up your final character for disaster then, because if you have Master Chief be the next fighter revealed, how do you top that? You know what I mean? It's
right.
Like the only to top that kind of reveal that big,
Goku.
You have to do Kratos at that point. That's
right.
The only thing top
just
Master
to equal
Chief.
it.
Yeah, so if Crash and Master Chief are the final fighters, Crash needs to be the E3 reveal, and Master Chief needs to be the be-all, end-all, because, like, literally his splash screen would be, and everyone and their mothers are saying it, Master Chief finishes the fight. It's perfect.
Yep.
Like, that's what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see that reveal. That would be incredible.
Yep.
Alright.
I would.
So, let's smash out of the way. Pokemon. We have got a couple Pokemon games coming out. We got the god-awful Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out soon. And we've got Pokemon Legends Arceus, which also looks equally dog shit.
Wow. Yikes, okay.
You know, I'll put it this way. When the game got revealed, I had a very huge Discord rant about the game. Because it looked... How do I put this? For something that people have been waiting for ages, is it wrong to expect a little more than chibi Pokemon and basically just Sword and Shield free roam area?
The thing is, you have to understand that they, again, like you just said, these have been requested for so long. That Game Freak was trying to be as careful as possible, which is why they handed it off to another studio. They knew that having their name on this product could just bring negative reputation on its own. So, handed it off to give the others a chance, and that's why they're making it a one-to-one remake. They're trying to be as safe as possible to satisfy the original fans.
I suppose that's true. I just think that coming off of the cherished remakes that were the Gen 1 through 3 remakes, they're going a bit too far away from the source material, I guess. And I feel like, you know, you're just sort of straying away from remaking an older Pokemon game in the modern formula with, you know, your regular looking characters and models and whatnot.
Right.
It really depends on what information we get, because we just seen that split trailer, so literally anything can happen here. there. We don't know if they're adding anything new, any new megas, anything like that.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, that's true. I wouldn't throw out a wrong possibility, but I'm just saying, giving a legacy game, a fan-beloved franchise, Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, to a brand new freshman game studio isn't exactly the best course of action, if you ask me.
Completely fair.
Right. I had the idea to I probably won't do it, but I've had the idea for a while to do a Pokemon related video when they come out this year. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah.
Amiibos are another interesting thing.
Yes. Like, as the collector here, we need Inman Steve. Like,
Do we?
I mean, yeah, the last Amiibo came out almost 2 months ago now.
Oh my god, I'm old.
We're talking
And
about
just-
correct?
Huh?
We're talking about Smash Amiibo or Amiibo in general?
Amiibos,
Smash
just general.
right now.
Well, Smash at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
The Byleth, Banjo, and Terry ones came out.
Yeah.
Roughly 2 months ago now. So we need to see Min and Steve next, because, I mean, there's
Logically.
next in line. Makes sense.
See, I used to be really big into collecting Amiibos back in the early days. I used to import. I got my King DDD from Germany, my Ike from Japan. I got my Meta Knight from like California or something. I got my what's another one?
Very out there place of California.
I got my Shulk from like Denmark or something. So you get the point. I did a lot of imports for a lot of the rare guys.
Yeah, because I've got an almost complete Smash collection. I'm missing only about 8, I think.
Huh.
So, yeah.
I'm missing more than 8.
want-
I've got a decent size if I say so myself.
Yeah, like, I need to see the next ones. As bad of a character as Min Min is, I know she'll have a great figure.
I don't know about that.
Well, I say that because the dragon, the details on that are going to be...
That's true. Just don't be surprised when the ratio of Steve to Min Min Amiibos is like 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, I pre-order anyway, it's not going to be a problem, but...
Fair enough. I'm glad I got Joker day one because he's like $90 now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We
Wow.
live in a society where
That's...
Joker Amiibos are expensive.
Wow.
Damn.
But as for Amiibo, anything else you guys are expecting? Because personally, no.
I don't
No.
expect anything.
Fair.
How about you, Matt?
No.
Fair enough.
Amiibo, no. Expecting anything.
I think they're done with Amiibo for the most part.
I mean, we did just get the reveal of the Skyward Sword one.
I mean, that's true. That is true. Now, time to move on to some of the other elephants in the room. 3 of, I guess, the holy trinity of Nintendo games that will never come out. I guess we'll start this off with Bayonetta 3. I believe that was the first one they announced. I could be mistaken.
Okay, I've not played any of the Bayonetta games. I've been meaning to get around to it, but that at this point, I'm starting to wonder if it was just shelved.
Oh, that was definitely just an announcement to get people hyped. Just so that they could have something to write home about for that Game Awards.
That's right, it was a Game Awards reveal.
hmm The only other thing that I can remember off the top of my head from that Game Awards was the Breath of the Wild DLC.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that Game Awards, to be honest, so...
I stayed up
Yeah.
late and it was worth it. Not really. I'm kidding. That was an awful Game Awards. 2018 was definitely the best Game Awards.
Agreed.
Oh. E3. Oh wait. Game Awards. I was like, God, man, I'm really excited for Ether. Oh man.
I think it's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we got like an update on Bayonetta 3, but
Right.
like maybe a teaser, another teaser trailer. Because it's been almost half a decade since we got that trailer. You know, just a little bit. Just, you know, roughly like 1/20th of our life or something.
That's
Even
very
less.
dramatic.
The other one, Metroid Prime 4, is the second game that I believe was announced of this trinity.
So, as weird as it might sound, even if it's not Metroid Prime 4 specifically, I do expect something from Metroid.
You know, there have been a lot of mumblings about Metroid.
Yeah. There have been quite a few rumors here and there, but I'm pretty confident in saying that there will be at least a hint.
Man, I know you've kept up with a lot of Sony leaks. Have you heard anything about Metroid leaks?
The Metroid leaks. Well, you see, the thing is with Metroid, I may not be aware of the Metroid leaks, but there is one game that's leaks I'm well aware of, and that's the Kingdom Hearts 3 leaks.
Oh my god!
Nope.
In all seriousness, no, I'm not followed up with Metroid. What's going on there?
So supposedly, obviously you know how Metroid Prime 4 was announced like half a decade ago as well.
Oh my god.
However, supposedly, and this has been long rumored, a new 2D Metroid has been being developed and is supposedly coming out this year.
Huh.
I think people are referring to it as like Metroid Dread or something like that.
Dread. Huh.
Yeah,
That's an interesting name.
That's the name I've heard going around, but who knows?
That's a strange name.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, hey, I would love to try some of the 2D Metroids, so count me in if that's the case.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into the franchise. Obviously it's a Metroidvania, hence where the genre name came from, but I
Right.
don't know.
And then the third and most recent of this trinity of sorts, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
I'm not excited for it at all.
Oh yeah, you don't like Breath of the Wild, so
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm gonna be looking for information, yeah. I'm gonna get the game, sure. But I'm still not happy with how they're treating the Zelda franchise.
Understandable. I think, I definitely do agree. I think, if you ask me, I think Nintendo needs to invest more in the Zelda franchise after Breath of the Wild. I think we should see more games that are in the traditional format and in the open world format of sorts.
I agree. As long as they keep some tradition going on, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Right.
But if we only get the open world format from now on, I'm going to be extremely disappointed.
Breath of the Wild was probably my second favorite or favorite the Zelda game. It's my favorite Breath of the Wild game. But
No.
I think Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time has to be my favorite Zelda, so I'm content with that.
While on this subject, I feel like I need to bring up Age of Calamity, because there is the DLC coming out, and one of the packs does release next month.
Oh!
And we know nothing.
Huh.
We know
Alright.
literally nothing about
Well, I'm
that.
placing my bet. I'm calling that it's a day one drop.
That's very possible.
I wouldn't be
Like,
surprised. Nintendo has a lot of day one drops for E3. They usually do like one or two.
Yeah, that's very, very possible.
So I think that's going to be one of their immediate things where, hey, while you're waiting for Breath of the Wild 2, you can go play this new DLC right now on the game that you hopefully didn't buy. Go, go, go!
I mean, Age of Calamity is fun, I just don't like how you can't save menus.
Hyrule Warriors was one of my favorite Nintendo games and games of all time. The first one, so I guess I'm just very disappointed with Age of Calamity and how it's sort of tarnishing Breath of the Wild and Hyrule Warriors with this pitiful story.
I mean, okay, the story is awful, but like the game, I'm in it for the gameplay. I don't care about the story of a Warriors game. You're literally just meant to mash buttons and hope it works out.
Fair enough. Kind of sounds like Skylanders.
True, but yeah, I don't know. I don't care about the story, but I am disappointed in how long missions are. If you sit down to play a mission, you're gonna be there like half an hour.
I see. Right. Matt, are you aware of how they trashed the story for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity?
Matt is not alive.
Sorry.
It's all good. Are you aware of how they destroyed and just absolutely tarnished the story for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity?
Oh, well, you guys are talking about territory I'm not familiar with, so I'm gonna have to sit down on that.
Fair enough. Basically, they went and ruined the story of Breath of the Wild by introducing time travel, but it didn't do it right. It did it awfully. It basically went back and brought back the characters whose whole shtick was being dead.
Well, you see, the problem is when you just resort to time travel, it always moves out of ideas and it results to disaster. And that's just like in any sort of media. Like, let's be real here. Like,
he's gonna say Endgame.
Yes, Endgame. Of course.
This is not an MCU rant.
No, enough. I wasn't gonna use Endgame as an example, but I mean, just to put it, I guess, to make it easy for me, yeah, Endgame pretty much. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Fair enough. We'll have to do that later sometime in an Endgame discussion for video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, time travel is a sticky subject.
Yeah,
I think Endgame did it right, but it's up for debate, and I can understand why. One of the big apples for this community of sorts that we've all sort of met each other through, Activision. Activision is going to be appearing at the Summer Game Fest this year. And there are many games that we have all been theorizing. Is it Spyro 4? Is it Crash Bandicoot Wumpa Week? Is it the long-awaited Skylanders 7? Who knows?
You see, the truth is, it's the long-awaited Warzone.
Oh my god.
That is all Activision cares about.
I don't know about that much. Here's my question. Was Warzone not Warzone. Was Call of Duty in general at the Summer Game Fest last year? Because I know that Crash Bandicoot 4 was announced there.
I don't know. I didn't really follow Summer Games Fest, if I'm being honest. Like, aside from Crash 4, I had no reason to...
Yeah, me neither. And now it's sort of a big deal.
So, the thing with COD is that Call of Duty had a very late reveal last year, and it was because of COVID. But with that being said, with Call of Duty, technically it was Summer Game Fest because Activision did partner with Jeff Keighley in general. It wasn't just Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot had the better, well-known presence of it being involved with Summer Game Fest, whereas with Call of Duty, it was just strictly trailer footage and nothing more. You couldn't really tell it was Summer Game Fest, essentially. It was kind of just like Jeff Keighley's event slapped on a COD reveal. That's pretty much what it was.
Sounds like Jeff Keighley.
Whereas with Crash Bandicoot, it was an actual involvement reveal because they did a skit where Crash went to Jeff Keighley's house and everything. It was pretty funny.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I didn't actually see that.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was actually really cool. But with that being said, though, this year it's actually going to be very different because for those thinking that what is most likely going to be shown off.
I mean, first of all, the big coronavirus. That's always going to change it up.
But here's the thing. With those expecting Call of Duty to be the Activision reveal next month, you couldn't be more wrong. And the reason why I say that is because it's actually been stated that, once again, and this actually comes from Activision, that this year's Call of Duty reveal is actually going to be later than usual, implying that it's not going to be June. And this was something that was recently said. So, with that being said, Call of Duty is out of the picture in June, right?
Right.
So this leaves it to either Crash or Spyro or, Skylanders.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah. More so Crash and Spyro in this case.
Of course.
So, with how things are going down right now, with everything going on, I'll just bring it up. One of the things that has been happening this past week is that Scott White, the voice actor of Crash and Crash 4, had been teasing lately. And he actually started with a post on Instagram teasing that him and Lex Lang, the voice actor of Cortex, were just recently doing voice lines for something. And at first, he was saying oh, is it Crash related? Is it not Crash related? And he left it at that. And one might think, okay, maybe it's not Crash related. However, and the reason why I say however is because Scott White had actually not stopped there. He was kind of going hint hint nudge nudge at somebody who asked if it was Crash Smash on a reply on a post, and then he put out an Instagram story and he was really emphasizing, really teasing that it is Crash related. And to add more, I guess what's it called? I guess coal in the iron, or whatever people say. I guess more fire and whatever. Just adding more fuel to the fire. I'm gonna say that. Lex Lang had actually started teasing too, and that it is Crash related. So something's happening next month. Whether it's gonna be Wumpa League, or it's gonna be Smash, or if it's gonna be like I don't know, like a Crash level in Spyro 4. Something Crash Bandicoot is happening in June, and that's pretty much all but confirmed at this point. So I'm very excited to see that. But anyways, what do you guys think?
Tyler, did you time how long that was?
Yeah, you basically just recorded your own video there. Okay. But I will say, we do have that art of the Wumpa League character.
Yep.
So I am fairly confident in saying we might get Wumpa League soon.
Here are my thoughts. Do we have any form of information as to whether Crash Bandicoot 4 is going to get an update containing Wumpa League? Or is Wumpa League going to be its own project entirely? Because I think that's important to note.
Well, Matt has told me that apparently in files of Crash 4 there is some leftover of sorts.
Yes. Yeah, that is correct. Now, whether this is going to be used as a expansion to Crash 4, or if it's going to be its own thing at this point, that's up in the air, and we're not going to find out until it gets that's the part that's mainly up in the air.
Can we all just agree that Skylanders 7 is definitely the most unlikely out of these three? Generally, because we've heard from... that we have heard from leakers that there was something Skylanders related in the works. Whether you take it from Tiffany or from the guy that you sent us, Matt. I'm blanking on his name at the moment. Yes, him. We do know that something Skylanders was at least in the works. Whether it would be for this year or whatnot. I'll probably have to do my own thoughts on state of Skylanders. But, I think it's probably not happening. Skylanders is an E3 game.
Yeah, Skylanders always really profited off of E3 in particular.
Yep.
And Imaginators, obviously, they didn't have their own booth. Why they shared it with Sony. Now even Sony's not even part of E3, so...
You bring up a good point, that is true. Now, to be fair, it kind of makes sense why they shared a booth considering Crash.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But still, interesting nevertheless. So
Yeah.
I think there's a good case for Spyro 4 and Crash Wumpa League.
Yeah. Definitely, I do agree with that.
Agreed.
Matter of fact, I can't see them doing one without the other.
Really?
It's
That's
just
a
a-
bit...
It's just the perfect timing, you know? If we're to assume that these games are coming out this year.
Yep.
I mean, okay. I don't know. I see it as a very much so like one or the other. We know that this year's Crash's 25th anniversary, and they did say they have things on the way.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
I'm fairly confident in Wumpa League. I'm not as confident in saying Spyro 4 this year. Eventually,
fair.
yeah. Not right now.
I can understand that. See, I'm not even sure because I don't see them waiting such a long time for what is presumably a finished game. I could see them waiting on a finished Skylanders game if we're assuming that that game would have, you know, toys. Considering the state of the world, it might be a bit hard to make a return on that game.
Yeah, which that does remind me of something I do want to talk to you about at some other time.
Sounds good. And with that being said, I think that's a perfect opportunity to move on to the next thing, which is some of the non-Nintendo / Activision stuff. Obviously, the majority of us are a bit more knowledgeable on Activision and Nintendo. Obviously, I'll put it this way, we've all got a little bit of basis in Nintendo stuff with Smash Bros and whatnot. But,
Yep.
you know, I don't know how well versed. I know, Matt, you've obviously got a lot of Sony. I don't know how much about Microsoft. Same for you, Tyler.
Yeah, I don't know much about Microsoft, but I do have a PS5, so I've actually been following Sony for once. So.
That is true. So it looks like I'm the lone Microsoft guy here.
Yep, as it should be.
Dang, alright. Fair enough. Console Wars, am I right?
Totally not a waste of time.
Alright, well, we'll get things started with the Xbox side of things. And that would mostly include Halo Infinite, Elder Scrolls 6, and Starfield. Do we have any thoughts on these games?
Okay. I just gotta ask, when was the last time we had any update on Infinite? Because last I heard was the delay.
I believe there's been some... if I am not mistaken, there's been a couple gameplay updates on the Twitter.
Okay.
I fully expect Microsoft / Bethesda's presentation, because for those that don't know, Microsoft and Bethesda are obviously going to share a presentation this year. Which makes sense considering, you know, Microsoft owns them.
Yeah.
So, I honestly, like, how would I put this? I can see them heavily relying on Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
their-
don't like how that sounds, but yeah.
It's their big game, and I think they're gonna do their best to show us how good or how bad the game has been updated.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Hopefully not the latter, because I love
Yeah,
him. I love Halo. I really want Halo to go back to its glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Halo's a franchise I've always wanted to get into. I've just never had time.
I mean, hey, it's gonna be on PC this year.
That is true.
Matt, you got any thoughts on Halo?
I hope it looks good graphically. That's all I'm gonna say, because I saw last year. Oh, I don't know.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Halo's been a sticky subject for the past decade or so, and so it kind of stinks when you see series like Metal Gear and Halo going down the shitter.
Yeah.
Granted, I think Metal Gear Solid 5 was amazing, but
Mhm.
it's the spark of controversy. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on Metal Gear Survive.
Ay.
Had so much potential, but like, why would you do that with Metal Gear? You know, there's been some rumblings that Konami has is going to be working on a new Metal Gear and a new Silent Hill project.
Man, I've been hearing the whole Silent Hill thing. That's been going on well over now. I'm convinced that doesn't...
Over a year. I remember it happened before Crash Bandicoot 4 was announced.
Yeah, like...
And now look where we are. Talking about the next Crash game.
Yep. And no Silent Hill. Konami's Konami. You know what? Let's talk about Cap. Let's talk about Resident Evil. I love it.
Resident Evil is interesting. I'll put that much. When Resident Evil 8 came out a couple days ago, me and some friends played it on a call. It was okay. It was just.
That was oh shit. Okay, breaking news: Aurora just died, but nobody's surprised.
For those unaware, Matt's been playing Imaginators the entire time. So yeah, Konami, Capcom. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 4. That's right.
Is that your prediction, or are you hoping for it?
It was leaked on Twitch.
Wait, whoa, what?
Yep.
Oh,
Marvel
yeah.
vs. Capcom 4 was a game that was found on Twitch. No gameplay, but the game was an official game on Twitch.
Why did nobody tell me about this?
It was a trending search term, and on Twitter, and that was obviously because of, well, you know, it being on Twitch. So
Well then,
expect Marvel.
you know, good.
You know,
Long
I'm
overdue.
the type that defends Infinite, but I can agree that it definitely had its flaws. Don't even get me started on the fact that Marvel had 2 more characters than the Capcom set, and that the Winter Soldier looks the wrong way on the menu.
You want to talk about that collector's edition though?
Oh my god. I saw that at my Best Buy for like $10.
Damn.
Didn't they put like those cheap plastic Easter eggs as the Infinity Stones?
Yep.
They did?
That's my understanding of it.
Oh my god. That's actually pretty funny.
It is, but I feel so bad for anybody that expects more. So, like, everyone.
I mean, you're paying a hefty bill. Of course you're going to expect more. Come on, that's cheap, Capcom. What are other Capcom games? Street Fighter. That's a franchise.
I do expect something from Street Fighter, but I don't know the capacity of it. Like, I don't know if it'll be a full-on reveal or teaser, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see something.
Alright, here's my question. Do we know if Tekken vs. Street Fighter is still coming?
I don't remember. I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't remember any recent things.
Basically, and I want to say, Matt, correct me, I feel like you might know this. Do you remember when Street Fighter vs. Tekken came out?
That I actually don't.
It was I want to say 2012.
Possibly. I mean, that sounds right.
Something around there. They made a deal to make Street Fighter vs. Tekken and Tekken vs. Street Fighter. The former was going to be a 2D fighter, because Street Fighter is the first word in that game, and Tekken vs. Street Fighter was going to be the same characters and whatnot, but it was going to be a 3D fighting game like Tekken. Street Fighter vs. Tekken was a flop that came out like a decade ago or so. Tekken vs. Street Fighter has nothing but a name card reveal, kind of like Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
And we've waited for a decade. So, if it's still happening, I'm hoping for something, but probably not. With that being said, Sony.
Oh yeah, the big one.
For you at least.
Yes, the big one. Oh,
let's start off big. God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yes, gonna definitely have to. I mean, it's not coming this year. There's no way it's coming out this. Well, we're gonna see it. The 2 games. God
You know
of War
what?
Ragnarok.
Don't
Oh,
doubt
sorry?
Sony. I think it's possible.
No, it's not. I don't see Ragnarok coming out this. Ragnarok is kind of guaranteed for us to see at their next. But the game that is mainly guaranteed that we will see is Horizon Forbidden West. That's definitely something that they're going to show off. Considering that game, because they keep reiterating that Forbidden West is coming out this year. So we'll see that. Everything else though is like Uncharted. Sorry, pun intended. Like it's completely like we don't know. Like the only thing besides Ragnarok that I see being revealed potentially is The Last of Us remake. But that's it. I don't know what else is going to be revealed, and that's what excites me.
You know, I was gonna bring up The Last of Us in the other Sony section at the end, where we just discuss other stuff that we might have forgotten. Last of Us Factions.
Hello?
I mean, that's not my territory, so.
Fair enough. Matt, did you hear what I said? I heard you say hello, so I assume your thing cut out.
Yeah, sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
Oh, good. Last of Us Factions.
Oh, yes. Factions, obviously they're gonna show Factions 100%.
I really hope
Like
they
that.
do. Because it
Yeah,
looks amazing from the leaks.
Yeah, Factions. If anyone has The Last of Us, play Factions. One of the greatest multiplayers of all time.
Factions is great, except for when you get your ass handed to. Which, unfortunately, is like 99% of the time nowadays for me.
But it's fun.
It's fun, but I am not good at it, but I love it.
Oh,
No need for Call of Duty, just get the $10 Last of Us remastered. And just
yep.
play Factions. Best multiplayer ever.
Damn right. Anything you want to say about Sony, Tyler?
I mean, we're barely touching on it so far.
Yeah. Sony's got a lot, supposedly.
I could definitely see some sort of Resident Evil stuff. I know we did already pass the Capcom
Deathloop.
section, but
Has anybody... You guys remember Deathloop?
oh yeah, that game.
That was like the one PS exclusive that looked good to me.
Really?
Here's my thing about Deathloop. It always overstays its welcome and what's it called? In State of Plays. Like, they just show way too much of it, and it's too long. Like, you can ask Tyler, the last two State of Plays that I've seen, especially when it comes to them showing Deathloop, I'm just like, okay, like, we get it. You're excited about Deathloop, but, like, let's get this going here. Like, you're showing too much of the game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited about Deathloop. It looks awesome.
It looks awesome. I love the concept. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't want to see that in Sony's Future of Gaming showcase. That's my thing.
I see what you mean. Makes sense.
But we'll. Yeah. But yeah, that's all. Only because we've seen too much of it.
See, I don't think. I feel like we've seen, like, not enough of it, dare I say.
Really?
I feel like it's the same thing that we see in the trailers over and over. I'd like to see something new.
Maybe. I don't know.
It looks like a great game, nevertheless.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of funny because it's a Bethesda game, which makes it a Microsoft game, but it's a PS exclusive. So that begs the question: do we see it at the Summer Game Fest where Sony is, or do we see it at E3 where Bethesda and Microsoft are?
Ooh, good question. I'd say the Summer Game Fest.
It's possible. I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's definitely an interesting game, and if/when I get a PS5, that's probably my game that I'll be playing.
But there is one thing I do want to talk about from Microsoft, though.
Yep.
There have been a lot of rumbling of Game Pass on Switch.
Yep, I've heard that too.
And I've even seen as much as, like, redacted statements just hiding certain things in conversations. And I really think something's gotta come.
Something Microsoft related is happening as a crossover with Nintendo.
Yes.
They've been
most
teasing this for ages. Something's coming.
Could be Banjo, could be Game Pass, who knows?
Hope it's Banjo.
Banjo would be so nice.
Uh-huh. You guys think we're gonna get any word on Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield?
I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 is a possibility just because we haven't really heard much, have we?
Nope, we got a title card.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I
That's about
definitely
it.
think it's very possible. Although I have no idea what Starfield is.
Starfield is the Bethesda game that's been in works for a while. It's outer space, and we know basically nothing about it except that it's supposed to be good.
Okay, I think most games are supposed to be good.
That is true.
Yes.
It's gonna be an interesting thing to see, at the very least.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's about all the major things that we've got. So, any other games that we think we should touch on?
It doesn't need to be said more than one sentence, but I expect something Fire Emblem related.
Fire Emblem. That's. When did Three Houses come out? 2019.
I think so, but the reason I'm saying this is back in, I think, January, there was, I think it was some sort of interview, I don't remember specifically, but it featured one of the Three Houses cutscenes, but redone with new outfits. And they've never touched on that again.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's definitely interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a teaser.
Yeah.
That's definitely possible. Animal Crossing, that's a game.
It's a game that only I play, so they better give us something, and I'll leave it at that, as to not take up too much time.
Yeah.
It's not a good game, I'll say that much. I think it's definitely probably one of the lesser Animal Crossing games, New Horizons.
I will say, my sister and I have gotten so bored of New Horizons already that we already conceptualized a new Animal Crossing game.
Animal Crossing is the definition of just getting expectations up and letting them down. That and Cyberpunk.
I mean, I grew up with City Folk in the Wii, and I loved it.
Well, that's a
But-
good game, that's why.
Yeah. New Horizons, it's not a bad game to me. It just lacks so much of the charm that the others had.
Right. Exactly. Any other games that we can think of?
Oh.
Matt, you got anything else?
Well, are we talking console exclusivity
Nope.
here, or
Any game that you can think of that's coming.
well, let me think about that.
F-Zero, baby!
No. I would like
Star Fox
to-
Grand Prix.
Oh god.
This might be. I know this might be a little too soon, considering this game only came out almost a year ago now, which is insane to think about. But I would like to see THQ announce the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game remake, because
Ooh.
definitely
Ooh.
that could just recently. It was just recently announced that Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated had actually just sold over 2 million copies.
Jeez.
So,
That's a lot.
which they did confirm. Once it reached the 1 million milestone last year, they said that the game was already a success.
Hey, that's more than Imaginators.
That is more than Imaginators. But I would like to see them remake the movie game, which is inevitable at this point. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and now it's just a matter of will they reveal. Is that something that's going to be revealed this year, or is it too soon to reveal that?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was revealed because I know that they revealed Destroy All Humans and Battle for Bikini Bottom remakes a long while before we got gameplay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
well,
have we heard anything about Destroy All Humans sales figures?
It was a success. But the thing is with Destroy All Humans, funny enough, when Destroy All Humans remake got revealed at E3 2019, they had gameplay, they had screenshots, and it was playable at E3. It was Battle for Bikini Bottom was the game where they only had screenshots and nothing else. There was no footage. You weren't able to play the game. It wasn't at E3. Destroy All Humans was the game that had better development, especially when it came out.
I played them both at PAX East 2020, and I definitely got to say I think Destroy All Humans is the better game.
Yeah, definitely.
At least of the remakes. The originals, it's debatable. And any other games? Because I can't really think of anything.
Since we're just doing any type of game, this is going to sound weird. I expect an announcement for Crash on the Run.
Spyro.
There have been recent data mines of a character that definitely gonna be big. So
Spyro.
Yeah.
Spitfire, baby.
Is he? So is that gonna be a bad Spyro that you fight?
Dude, I don't know. The file said something about it being a boss, but for
Oh my god, that's dumb.
it is.
Why are they
but-
fighting?
Dominoes.
Why are they fighting? Everybody knows Spyro wins that matchup canonically, so.
I mean, yeah, he has fire. The other is an animal.
That's fair.
Both are. What the heck? Hold on a second, I just realized. But no, yeah, I don't know why they're making Spyro a boss. Like, Dark Spyro... Even Dark Spyro kind of annoys me that they're kind of going for this Dark Spyro's an antagonist thing. And it's like, that's not what Dark Spyro is, and I really want to...
Dude, the Crash on the Run version looks like a really awful mix between the Legend of Spyro and Skylanders ones, and it's just... it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It is not a pleasant color.
No.
I'll say that much. And the design is just horrendous. Like,
Dude, it looks like a weird dog.
look, say what you want about Skylander Spyro. Skylander Spyro is my beautiful son, and original Spyro fans have nothing over me because of that. But I think we can all agree that Crash on the Run Spyro is a Spyro that no child deserves to grow up with.
Yeah.
I'm sure that this is how the original Spyro fans felt when they saw Skylander Spyro.
Sounds
it's-
about right.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting thing. Just to see, you know, did they have to redesign him?
No, they really
Exactly.
didn't.
They really didn't. Anyways, oh, mobile games, that is a thing. Mario Kart Tour.
I don't think we're gonna see anything on Nintendo mobile game.
This is my
Definitely.
crazy prediction.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get a trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, and I think that when the time comes, we're gonna get an Illumination character, probably a minion, or like Gru from Despicable Me, in Mario Kart Tour.
I don't like that.
You know it's gonna happen.
Wait. And this is about the Sonic movie?
No,
Yeah, I
no,
think
no,
they're
separately.
separate.
The Sonic Movie 2 trailer will drop, is my prediction. That's my first
No.
prediction.
I feel like it's too early because they're still filming.
Oh, they are?
We do
Yeah.
have the plot already.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
I mean, you have the plot written out before you start.
Well, I do expect some form of trailer, whether it be a teaser or a full trailer. And
Yeah.
as for what I was saying about Mario Kart Tour, the Mario movie is happening. So what I'm saying is I think Illumination will probably want to have some form of cross-promotion. And I feel like Mario Kart Tour would be the best way to do that.
I absolutely hate that suggestion, so thank you for putting it into my head. I will say, for Nintendo Mobile, I do think there is a strong possibility we will see Niantic's Pikmin game.
That's possible.
Because we did get it announced a while back.
Pikmin 4, baby.
Nah, that's never happening.
And we thought Metroid Prime 4 and Bayonetta 3 had a long wait.
Yeah, I want to say that Pikmin 4 was close to completion in 2014?
Yeah, just close to completion. Can we all agree they were probably talking about Hey Pikmin?
As much as I hate to admit it, you're probably right.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Oh, what if? It's definitely... Pikmin series is weird. Though, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if a true Pikmin 4 ends up happening, considering the success of Pikmin 3 on Switch.
Yeah. Definitely. Wait, was that a success?
I believe so.
Huh.
I believe it
Never-
crossed 1 million. I could be wrong.
Okay, good for them.
Yeah, good for the little chums. Anyways,
But-
I think that's
Yeah.
about it. Anything else? 'Cause I got nothing.
Considering you've asked that a few times now, no, I don't think there's anything else.
That's fair enough. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe to these awesome guys, KingdomWayFinder and Skylanders. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.